Please help me welcome Brittany.
Okay. Hello, my name is Brittany, and I'm here today because of the miracle of recovery. As many of you know, addiction does not discriminate. I grew up in Los Angeles County to a loving family. My parents have been married for over 40 years. I'm a middle child with the older sister and younger brother. I earned academic scholarships to San Diego State and played competitive soccer for over 11 years. From a very young age, I always wanted to be the best. I was a perfectionist, and it showed in my academics and in sports. In high school, drugs and alcohol did not have a place in my life. But when I went away for college, things changed for me. The pressure of perfectionism and the fear of not being enough was overwhelming. I started self-medicating my depression with alcohol. Partying with friends turned into me drinking alone in my dorm, isolating myself. Thankfully, my family noticed my behavior change and helped me find treatment. I went for 30 days and stayed sober for 4 years. But I didn't work a program, and a co-occurring eating disorder took hold as yet another way to self-medicate. After treatment, after college, I went to 7 different treatment centers in Orange County. My time at New Directions for Women was the most impactful. My treatment there was completely individualized to help me recover both from my eating disorder and alcoholism. I truly felt safe there. I stayed sober for years until the age of 27 when I found myself using heroin for the first time. It was like nothing I had ever experienced before, and it turned on an obsession. I could not stop. Over the next year and a half, I used every single day. I became homeless on Newport Boulevard and overdosed 8 times. I was so malnourished and so sick at one point, I took a pregnancy test, which turned out positive. And as sad as this is to say, I started crying not because I was pregnant, but because I knew this meant I had to stop using drugs. And that's the reality of this disease. I was 28 and no longer had insurance for my parents. My mom and dad were working their own program through Al-Anon and had boundaries. They would no longer enable me. Alone and unsure what to do, I reached out to a woman I knew from my time at New Directions for Women, Emily B. It turned out she was working there as the alumni coordinator. New Directions for Women gave me a substantial scholarship that I could medically detox there. It was a complicated situation since I was 3 months pregnant and with my son and addicted to heroin. The next few weeks were the hardest as I made the biggest decision of my life, whether or not to keep my baby. I was terrified. I had a husband who was lost in his own addiction and in jail. My parents thought an abortion would be the best choice because I couldn't even take care of myself, much less a child. Shannon and Victoria and other staff at New Directions for Women wrapped their arms around me and gave me the strength to make my own decision. They said, "It's okay to do what you think is best." I'll never forget that. Being in that supportive space gave me the greatest blessing, my son Jackson. Sharifa got me set up with a high-risk OBGYN. The staff made sure I got to doctor's appointments, and they taught me how to balance pregnancy and recovery. To this day, I'm still friends with the women who helped me reconnect with me at New Directions. The pregnant women who went through there with treatment with me, and the staff that empowered me at New Directions. I learned how to work a program and be a service. I remember how the alumni would come in and share their experience, strength, and hope, and I'd think, I want to be like her. I want to have what she has. Now I serve as the alumni coordinator and have the privilege of growing the sober sisterhood. I'm able to help other women that are struggling and lift them up. Every time I see my son, I think about how he saved me from the brink of death. Every single one of you have helped give him life. Without the partial scholarship, I know Jackson would not be here, and I don't know if I would. Where else could I have gone 3 months pregnant after using heroin every single day for over a year? By helping the scholarship, my care at New Directions for Women, you helped save 2 people. We just celebrated Jackson's 2nd birthday, Cookie Monster themed and all. and I am a loving, sober mom to a beautiful baby boy. I am a woman who knows her worth, who works every day to help other women do the same. New Directions for Women was my stepping stone into this wonderful life. Today, you can give others the same opportunity. Thank you.